Hello there, everybody. Gabe the Builder here, and today is not a normal episode. Just like the last episode, we're gonna be doing something, and we're going to be talking because, um, I've been really busy recently, and I haven't had the time to film a normal one, and I didn't want to skip a week. So we're gonna be mining because we need the stone for the one-tall wall, and we need the stone for the base, or the cave base. So, yeah. So I'm just going to be mining while giving my thoughts. Unlike last week, where I was talking a lot about, things inside the game, today I'm going to be talking a lot about real life, because that's just what's on my mind. So, the thought of going back to school, because if you didn't know, I'm in school, it's kind of, not a fun one, for many reasons, and I'll tell you mine. I've enjoyed distance learning. I've enjoyed waking up and being able to exercise in between classes, and yeah, it's been fun. I've grown to be a bit introverted, so that won't be fun when we go back. And it'd be a big change when I go back, because first of all, I'd be in middle school, but if, say, we went back in the 2021-2022 school year. So that wouldn't be great. That wouldn't be great. Because, like, I'm already in middle school, but that's on distance learning. It's different, because I just go to the places. I don't remember classroom numbers. I don't need to yeah, just things like that. And then, like, if I told you last week I joined the mountain biking team, and I don't know how I would be able to do that without distance learning, because I'm having a hard enough time fitting everything in now. So, ooh, a cave. Yeah. So now imagine with like triple the homework. Oh, inventory's full. How would I be able to do that? These are just things I ask myself about. Like, people are all so, yeah, we should go back to distance learning, but I'm not sure if I feel the same way. Or go back to the classroom. I enjoy spending more time with my family. That means I can do this more. And actually, on this topic, I only started my filming because of distance learning. So how would that work? You know what I mean? Those are just some of the reasons, and I'm sure I could think of more, but I'm not going to, because I'm Gabriel Diamonds. Who cares about them? I don't. Yeah, got some beef to cook later. Put away the stone. The reason I have obsidian eludes me. But after we go mining for a little bit, we're also going to need to kill cows for the bookshelves for the enchanting table. Efficiency, nope. And also soon we're going to, since we got the enchanting table, we're going to need to work on that XP farm. Because in past worlds I'd had to fish for XP. That took a lot of time away from my days. So now, yeah, now that we've talked about some of that stuff, another thing I want to talk about. You remember last week how I talked about WandaVision, but its new episode, it takes us out of the sitcom world, which, like, that's kind of sad. I enjoyed the sitcom world. I was actually invested, like some of the characters in the outside of the sitcom world were, which I thought was funny. But like, so spoilers, but I'm not gonna have it in a timestamp, and it's one episode and it's WandaVision, so yeah. Everyone's talking about it on the internet, so yeah, avoid the internet if you don't want spoilers. That's my pro tip. Oh wait, no, I put that there. So I think I did. This in the new episode, um, Doctor Wu and the girl from Captain Marvel who like chose the color of her suit. Um, it starts with the girl coming back from the blip, as they call it in the MCU universe. Haha, get it? MCU universe. Because it's called the MCU and it's a universe. And yeah. So yeah, that's interesting. So then they go to Shield, or not Sword, which is part of Shield for like space things or like magic-y things, I think. But she's grounded because her, like grounded by not being able to fly planes because her mom said, "Oh, you're off." They come back, they can't fly planes, and I'm thinking maybe because something scrolls, maybe like it could be scrolls pretending to be like just something like that is my theory on why she'd do it, but I don't know. So yeah, so the boss guy says, "Oh yeah, there's a missing person case in state so go work with the FBI to figure it out." And then, so yeah, she gets there, and then she talked to Doctor Wu, the guy from no, Doctor Wu's from Jurassic World, to the the police guy from Ant-Man to and then they're like, "Oh yeah, these guys don't know about this town that we're standing right in front of. They go to Eastview, but this is Westview. How interesting." And then, so the girl's name is Monica Rambeau. So Monica, goes up, takes a few steps, finds out that there's a force field, tries to stick her hand through, then gets sucked in. So then, yeah, and then it pretty much cuts to a scene with some people uh like just random like profession science guys, and then this girl is like pretty important to it. She's like asking, "What do you all do?" And then the guy's like, "We're not supposed to talk." And she said, "I see you're a Boy Scout." And then everyone just says they are. Someone said AI specialist, some said like biology, and some say like computer technology. And then the Boy Scout guy, that's who I'm calling him now, says he's something, but she says she doesn't care, but that's not important. Those are just things I found funny. And then it's pretty much them setting up the base that we see at the end of the third episode when Monica, or Geraldine, gets shot out of the pew pew wall. And we'll talk about that later because that scene got dark quick. But yeah, so it goes to that scene, and wait, no, it doesn't go to that scene. And so first, that girl I was telling you about earlier, not Rambo, but the one in the truck, she gets her stuff set up after trying to be funny, like, "Oh, where's my coffee? Where's my coffee? Ha 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 ha." But then she starts setting up, and there's like a bunch of something related to Big Big Bang with your mother. Jokey jokey. But yeah, so she, and then inside it she finds a, broadcast frequency, and then someone buys her an old-timey TV to watch it on, which I guess explains the black and white. I guess, maybe. And then, yeah, it's just it's them watching the sitcom inside that world. So that's pretty weird and wacky. Yeah, I said wacky. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Oh yeah, it's super hard to do it on phone or like tablet. No, I hate this. Wait, big brain time. So yeah, it just goes to them investigating, finding out who the people in the show are. Then they find out about Rambo's character in the show. And yeah, like when she's at the pool party. And then they're like, oh wait, there's a radio. Woo, talk to him. And then like it shows how like something broke. But then it shows before this in the thing it shows how the help they've been sending in drones. Well, the drones have been coming out um in the sitcom world as like old timey drones, and yeah, or like old timey toy planes, so they become useless, and yeah, so those happened, and then like I don't know what else happened until the ending, where it's it's them what. Oh wait, something that they mentioned that I didn't notice since I wasn't alive at the time was like every episode it switched from being about like the 50s to the 60s to the 70s, which is super interesting. I just never noticed that because I didn't watch any of those sitcoms because, well, I wasn't alive and I don't think my mother was either. So, yeah, but then it goes to the scene with the whatchamacallit, with the babies, and she says Ultron, and then they realize that's the first time they've talked about reality in the show, which like aren't sitcoms reality shows, ha 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 ha. Very funny. I said that, not the show. But yeah, it shows more of the scene where um Rombo or Geraldine gets thrown out. And the most interesting thing is, like, Wanda says, you're not welcome here. But, like, it doesn't look like Wanda. It, like, I, I couldn't imagine her, like, doing all this and saying all this. I'm not sure if this is true, but it sounded different for a second. And then, like, yeah, she shoots her through a hole that she makes in everyone's wall, and boom, she's outside, and then they check her pulse. But then it goes back to the show, and it's when Wanda Vision walks in, and it's the scariest thing ever. It doesn't show the normal Vision from this show. It shows the dead Vision from Infinity War, except deader. Deader is super scary. So, yeah, that's the show, and like if if people wanted to, they could so easily tear apart the show to find anything to add to the plot. So I watched this breakdown series of it. Comes out at like every Monday, I think. So I'm excited to watch that. Yeah, we've reached the end of the strip mine. So one sec, let's check our episode length. So yeah, that's me talking about WandaVision, newest episode. I'm kind of breaking it down, but I'm kind of not because I have a life. I don't say that in a mean way, I just mean like I don't have the time. Like if it was your job, like a lot of those people's are, I get it, but yeah, for me, no. So, yes, that is WandaVision. I think that's how it goes. Um, So, what else have I been watching? I'm nearly done with Star Wars Rebels, which, gotta say, it's really underrated. Both the Star Wars TV shows I see people give flack for because it's animated and they think it's some kiddie show. No, that Droid Tales thing on Disney Plus is going to be a kiddie show. Or like I've heard someone say, "Oh yeah, they're gonna make an Adventures of Baby Yoda show," which I actually think would be something that they do. Um, so now that we're done mining and hiding and raising my legs, we're gonna put this in the furnace. Yeah. Some of these have coal in them, I think. Yep. Jack's pot. So, as that smelts, let's talk more about Star Wars Rebels. Now I'm not completely done with the series, but I've watched a good amount of it. Like, I think I have just 10 more episodes till I'm done with it. I'm on the one where Ahsoka comes back from the place with Grand, Grand Uncle Palpatine. That's what I call him. Yeah, how do I get out? Out. Oh. Okay, we'll be killing cows. Though not chickens, because they don't drop anything useful unless I want to craft feathers. Or nobody asked you. So, I found this fourth season super interesting so far because it's like the 2 episodes of Mandalore, which were bangers, and then, like the rest of the season is pretty much just about, the Siege of Lothal, which I thought it was like just 2 or 3 episodes. I thought that the episode with this wasn't on Lothal, or it wasn't the same Jedi Temple and that stuff. Because I binge watched like 5 hours worth when I was sick for a day. Back then, I'm not sure if it was COVID or not, but we're not gonna talk about that. But yeah, it was super interesting. Seeing how like this whole season was just made up of Lothal Siege, rar 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 rar, which I found it really interesting because I've liked Lothal, and I wish it had more world building around the show. So that was good as grapes, because grapes are good. Good as grapes. Beats by Drake. Oh, this hasn't grown at all. But I guess I haven't been playing much, so. Yeah. Back to killing cows. So, I thought Season 3 and Season 4 were really good. 3 with the Greater Rebellion thing. But I will say any episode with Saw Gerrera, I do not like. I'm not sure if they wanted to make Saw Gerrera that horrible, and maybe if I rewatched Rogue One after this, I'd see like his arc finished, but Rogue One was boring last time I saw it. Like, I'd love to see more stuff about the show, but I'm just saying that Saw Gerrera doesn't need any more screen time. Like, I get why he's this way. Like, he lost his sister, lost his home world, but I just find him so annoying. He's like, oh yeah, you gotta be a bad guy to win. Like, that just sounds like, yeah, you gotta kill, or I'm not sure what I'm trying to think of, like, something to compare it to. Like, you got to, end someone's life to save your significant other's life. Like, or like end 5 people's lives to save one person's life. That's like how he reminds me. Like, oh yeah, it's for the resistance, yeah, let's do some cartwheels, but he doesn't seem like too great of a guy, like, get him into a mental hospital if this was real life. That's all I'm saying. Like, he actually seemed like he's like, I wouldn't necessarily call the rebels terrorists. I think they're rebels, but I'd call him a terrorist. Like, or an extremist, or whatever you want to say, but he's just not the best. But also, speaking about things that aren't the best, some of the episodes feel filler. Like, it feels like, okay, there's a mission. Oh no, we got separated. The mission goes as planned. Or the mission gets done, I should say. Woohoo, let's do cartwheels and let's celebrate. And then it doesn't add anything to the lore. Like, I'm okay with those episodes if it adds to the lore or bring up something for the next time. Those are what I think. Wait, I just had a thought. I can't tell this or understand this, but is the girl in the Clone Wars arc on Ryloth, like the first one, or the Obi-Wan's clones find a girl on Ryloth, is that, what's her name, pilot girl, Captain Syndulla? Because I've never been able to tell. I've thought it, like, they're both green, so that's clear, which I guess they followed the rules that I made last week. Or was that in my mind? Where I said, and racism, let's all be green, because, like, yeah, jump into toxic waste, and then, yeah, we're all green and perfect, so no one could make fun of each other's color because we're all green. Yes, that's definitely how to stop racism. I'm not sure if I said that last week. If so, I said it again. Friendly reminder. It's not so friendly because not many people have turned green I've seen. I would have heard reports on the news, guys. Really listen to me. Papa G. Yes, that's my name, Papa G. Papa G shall be avenged. Die. Hello, llama. Hey, I didn't want to get on you. Sleepy time, getting up because it's sleepy time. Sleep at night, sleeping in your bed because it's so tight. Yo, wow, because it is sleepy time. So that's just a bit about Rebels. I enjoy the episodes that aren't fillers. Some of the episodes are better than the Clone Wars, better than the Star Wars movies, like Twin Sons, mwah, kiss it, or you diss it. And if you diss it, I diss you. With shurikens, yeah. Or blades, yeah. Wah, 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 I'm a ninja. I'm so intimidating. We're so scared. Yeah. That's what's happening. So what else shall I talks about? Oh! Ethan, my old elementary friend before the lockdown. I haven't seen him since June when I went to get my certificate in a drive-by. I saw my friends that day, quotation marks. Another reason why I might not want to go to school, which I'll talk about right now. I just haven't felt like it feels like they've become a group. I've not necessarily been left out, but I've let myself out, maybe, possibly, come those quotations, question mark. Like, so, I felt like, maybe, not necessarily him, but we have become like more of an out group. Hey, somebody once told me you're getting on my property. You ain't the sharpest tool in the shed. What are you doing in my swamp? Yeah, it's not a swamp, but nobody asked you. By the way, speaking of swamps, I searched up PortAALIA the other day to try to find my video on the internet. And you want to know what PortAALIA is? PortAALIA is a Spanish municipality. So yeah, death to Spanish and municipality and words. And yeah, if you live in that Spanish municipality and you're watching my video, you need to start a petition to change their name. And if that doesn't work, start a rebellion. What do I care? I don't live there. So yeah, I need to say that we're changing our name. We're changing it from PortAALIA to PortAALIA. 2 A's, PortAALIA. Talia. PortAALIA. Understand me? Yes, it's PortAALIA now. PortAALIA. Why do I feel like she's gonna make a secret base in my base? Because she's watching Hermitcraft. That's why I think it. Yeah. I hate chickens. So, yeah. Me and Ethan have been, like, more of an out group because, like, I'm not sure how true this is, or if he thinks it, but, like, I've seen them as more like the jokesters and the class clowns, and, like, I just don't like to be that way, or, like, they're trying to be funny with the teachers. It doesn't turn out that funny, it just shows the wrong way. So, like, that's just how I felt, and that's one of the reasons it'll be awkward. But me and Ethan, no, we're good. We're solid. He's like me, and, like, he's a well-mannered, like, I don't mean to say that he's not, but I'm saying, like, I feel weird to call myself well-mannered, and, like, is that just self-inclined or self-absorbed or whatever you want to say? Which is why I always feel weird complimenting myself, like, unironically, like, oh yeah, like if I say, oh yeah, I'm the hottest dude on the planet, y'all, you should buy my YouTube merch, 'cause it has my face on it, yeah, best $5 or $100, it's my face, best $100 you'll ever spend, like, if I say it like that, yeah, it's ironically, I'm saying that ironic, not unironic. So, yeah. But yet, saying things unironically good about myself, it just doesn't feel right to me. I'm not sure if other people feel that way, but, like, I just don't like saying that about myself. Like, I'm fine if other people say it about me, but I just feel weird saying it about myself, so, yeah. So we hooked up on Discord on Tuesday, and then we've been talking about old school memories, Project Squidville, which I'll be doing in Minecraft. He's like, you play any games? I said, yeah, Minecraft, and then that was pretty much the end of the conversation. And then Thursday, it went back to Minecraft a lot. He asked me about if I'd started working on a project I told him about, and then we just talked about Minecraft for like 20 minutes, and I'm like, I'd been thinking about doing this, but I wasn't sure when was the right time to ask. So I asked if he wanted to play Minecraft with me and Michaela on the boardwalk, not on the world. And he's like, sure. So we joined a Discord call and talked for like a long time, like 2 hours or so, giving him a tour of our world. It was super fun, so I'm looking forward to doing that again. Me and Michaela are making a meeting room with him because she initiated him. I was doing quotation marks with my fingers, but you couldn't see. And yeah, so I'm gonna have his chair in the meeting room drop down to a chicken initiation chamber with dispensers. And then if he tries to break out, there will be a snowball dispenser, because those are also things we used. But yes, everybody, that is probably most likely it for this episode of the Minecraft series called The World. Wow, that's not a lot. So, yes. That is it, everybody. Have a good enough day. Make sure to smash that bell. I don't want to see that bell on YouTube anymore, guys. I want you to send it to China. Like, dig a hole, drop a bell to China. I don't care if it's a Minecraft bell, a YouTube bell, or a real life bell. I don't care. Dig a hole to China, drop it in there, burn it. Maybe send a bomb there, start another world war. Anyways, but yes, thank you all for watching. Do that. That subscribe button. Don't hit it, because my videos aren't good, is what I say. You only hit it if you don't have a life. Yes, that's what I say. Okay, yeah. Bye. Good night. Sleep well. Oh, sleep tight. I hate chickens.